Hello, hello. We are back with our trip around the world, learning what all of our friends in other countries eat for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. And now we're going to go through what you might see your friends eating for snack at in other countries. So let's review real quick where we've been. We want to do that every time so that you know the purpose of what we're learning here, and it's not just random information and random facts that don't make any sense. So where we've been is we're in the first pillar of Sizzle Kids, which is food. It's all about what food is, what it isn't, what real food is. Pillar number two that we'll learn about later is all about nutrition, what food does in your body. Pillar number three is all about cooking, where we'll start cooking all of these amazing things that you're seeing here. And we'll start from scratch. We'll start with the very basics that every young kid can start with: turning on the stove, boiling water, all kinds of things like that. That's pillar three. But right now, we're in pillar one, where we are outsmarting big food, fast food, and junk food by learning what real food is, where it comes from plants and animals, not from factories or processing or all those kinds of places, but from plants and animals. And so here we go. We're going to learn what staples are used in snacks across the world, plant staples, protein staples, dairy staples, all the different kinds of staples in all the different regions of the world, where geography matters, where seasonality matters, weather, terrain matters, all of these types of things. We've talked about how you get your food from growing your own all the way through the spectrum to buying it at large supermarkets and everything in between. So, we're talking all about food here, and we've gone through all different countries of the world, looking at their flags and looking at all their different foods and what they eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And now let's dive into what some of our friends are eating for snack around the world. Okay. So we always start. Oh, here I didn't start with the United States because the United States has all kinds of different snacks. We have chips and um, candy and all different kinds of snacks. And we've done a bunch about the United States, and there's so many different countries that I wanted to touch on here. So I left the United States out of this one. So let's start instead with Lebanon. Okay. Our international friends eat their meals, like I said, based on what's most abundant. And in Lebanon, chickpeas are very abundant. The chickpea is a garbanzo bean. It's also known as a garbanzo bean. And they're very abundant and they grow abundantly in Lebanon. And this picture here is hummus, which is a puree made with chickpeas. And you dip your pita bread into it. And it's a communal dish. It's a staple in Lebanese cuisine. This hummus, it reflects the country's tradition of growing these chickpeas. It is a testament to the Middle Eastern tradition of sharing and communal eating. In Lebanon and a lot of the Middle Eastern countries, you'll see a lot of communal and family style eating with larger bowls of food that everybody takes a little bit from, instead of people having their own plates of their own food. So communal eating, it's really part of the culture. It's very friendly, very family oriented. And this hummus and chickpeas is a central dish that you'll find at almost every meal, every dinner meal. It's a great snack. It could be eaten at lunch, anything really. Really popular in Lebanon and all Middle Eastern countries. So really fun, really good, very healthy. Let's go straight down from there to Iceland. This is our first time in Iceland in our world tour. So take a look at their flag. Try to remember it. I'm going to quiz you on it later. It's going to be really fun. This one was super interesting to me because I didn't know this one. I couldn't think of any snacks that might be popular in Iceland because I don't know that much about Iceland. But I researched it and I found that this is called Harrofisker, something like that. If any of you are from Iceland out there and know, give me a message. Tell me how to pronounce this word. But what it basically is it's thinly sliced fish, usually with the skin left on, and then dried. And they use it almost as potato chips. Kind of the same thing as we would use it as potato chips and just eat it. Sometimes with butter on it, or sometimes just plain. So it's been part of the Icelandic cuisine for thousands of years. It's a testament to the country's fishing traditions, right? And their need for preserving food during the really, really harsh winters up there in Iceland and the cold climate and the cold temperatures. They would slice these little fillets of fish with the skin on, dry them up, and have this very high protein, very healthy snack throughout their harsh winters. So it symbolizes their resilience, their resourcefulness, and connecting with the sea because they're surrounded by sea. So this was a really interesting snack, and maybe we'll learn more about these Icelandic dishes, which I'm not that familiar with either. So we'll be learning together on that one. Okay, let's go up to the middle. We're going to go to Thailand here. Now, Thailand has a tradition of having a lot of different flavors in one bite, and also to not letting any part of an animal go to waste. So here I'm showing you something called Nang Kai Thot. Nang Kai Thot. I think that's the right accent, but I'm not sure, so I'm doing my best. It's fried chicken skin. So basically the same thing as fried chicken that you would get in the United States, but just the skin. This is a street food there. You can get it at various street vendors, and you might see kids with a box or a bag of nang kai thot. And the skins are boiled, they're seasoned and fried. They're usually finger foods. They're dipped in sweet and sour or spicy chili sauce, which is, like I said, a testament to the Thai tradition of having lots of different flavors in one bite. And these fried chicken skins being made into this delicious snack is testament to the Thai culture not wanting any part of the chicken to go to waste. So that's an interesting snack, something that you wouldn't normally see too much in the United States, but something really cool that you would see all over the place in Thailand. So when you're having your bag of potato chips here in the United States, think that your friends in Thailand are doing the same exact things, but with fried chicken skins. It's probably delicious. I mean, we love fried chicken here with its skin on and the fried. Same type of thing there. It's going to be yummy. Okay, let's go down from here and we're back into Mexico. Again, one of my favorite cuisines, one of my favorite types of food. And this is called eliote, which is basically grilled corn, and it's slathered in creamy mayonnaise, cotija cheese, which is a white, crumbly, kind of creamy cheese, chili powder, and lime. And all of these corn cobs are just seasoned with all these beautiful things. This is a testament to their amazing street food culture. You'll see these sold all over the streets in various cities in Mexico. And they're very popular there. Vibrant, flavor filled, just like most Mexican foods. Corn cultivation is very traditional in Mexico. They have corn tortillas, all kinds of different things made of corn, masa, all kinds of things. And these are infused with all the different Mexican flavors, especially like all things chili, the chili pepper, and limes. Limes are very common condiment in Mexico. Lime juice is sprinkled on this snack food, and you'll see the kids chowing on eliote in Mexico, on the streets of Mexico. All right, look at the flag. You've seen this one a couple times now, and I hope that you remember it. Okay, moving on, we are going to Ukraine next. This was another one that was new and super interesting to me, like the Harafisker in Harath. I think it's Harathfisker in Iceland. Harath, the O is pronounced differently in Icelandic. But now we're in Ukraine. I get really excited about this stuff, guys, because I just love all the different cultures, all the different foods, traveling the world. Love it. All these things are cool. Okay, this one is super interesting, and it's also a little weird because I don't think we have anything like this in the United States that we use as commonly as they do in the Ukraine, but this is called salo, and it's basically raw pork fat. And what they do with this creamy white pork fat, so fat from the pig, is they slice it into thick slices and they'll put it in between bread like a sandwich. Or you might see it at a restaurant, or you might be served it like bread and butter, like you would have a piece of bread and you would spread the salo, the pork fat, on your bread. And so it's really interesting snack, and it goes back to, I did a little research on it, and it goes back to the Ukrainians needing food that could be stored for a long time during harsh winters. And just like the Thai people, not wasting any portion of the animal that this food comes from. And so, not wasting any portion of the pig. So, it was used by shepherds, it's used by hunters, backpackers, other travelers all throughout Eastern Europe. It was included in the rations for the soldiers of Ukraine in World War II due to its high calorie content and high fat content. So, it has a lot of energy. Remember, calorie is a unit of energy, and fat is high in calories. And so, this would sustain the soldiers in the harsh winters when they didn't have an abundance of food. And this was a really great snack for them to have. Doesn't need refrigeration either. This is animal fat, and it doesn't need to be refrigerated. So, it was really convenient, high calorie, nutritious. It's very high in fat, so you gotta watch that, but when that's what you're looking for, it's a great thing, and, this is a common snack in the Ukraine, so I loved that, and I thought that was really interesting. Take a look at the Ukrainian flag. Ukraine's been in the news a lot lately, and so we've seen this flag. Remember it because I'm gonna quiz you. And again, I'm back to Japan because they have so many interesting foods that are different, really different from a lot of the foods that we have here in the United States. And so I wanted to introduce you to this snack, which is called onigiri. Onigiri, I think that's the way you pronounce it. And it's basically seaweed rice balls. So little rice balls that are wrapped in seaweed and they are stuffed with usually like a pickled plum or a tuna or some kind of other protein. And so this again, this reflects Japan's rice cultivation and its seaweed farming. Lots of rice, lots of seaweed in a lot of the foods in Japan's. It's portable, it's convenient. You'll see kids pull this out of their lunch boxes at school, and they get a good dose of carbohydrates, a good dose of protein, some good seaweed that's filled with all kinds of vitamins and minerals, and it's a really healthy snack. I've actually seen kids here in the United States have this as a snack as well. So really good, really fun, different, interesting, unique, really cool stuff all around the world. So next time you stop at the convenience store and you grab a bag of Cheetos or Doritos or one of these things, think about all your friends all around the world who might be having in Lebanon some hummus and pita. Think about your friends in Iceland who might be having hrothfixture, um, and dipping their or slathering butter on their dried fish skins. In Thailand, your friends might be digging into a bag of fried chicken skins and dipping it in sweet chili sauce. In Mexico, they might be having the eliote on the street, the grilled corn with mayonnaise and lime and cilantro and chili pepper. Yum. In Ukraine, they might be having a little snacky sandwich of a salo between two pieces of bread, or they might be spreading some creamy white pork fat on their bread at a restaurant or before their meal at home. And in Japan, they may be having some onigiri, which are these rice balls filled with some kind of protein or some kind of pickled fruit like plum. Really interesting, really different. Just some examples of what you might see around the world, the kids eating at snack time. I find this stuff really interesting. We're going to make some of this stuff. Eliotti is going to be one of the things we make first. Really fun, really easy, and introduces you to a lot of different flavors. So we'll do that in pillar 3 when we're cooking. All right. Right now, let's keep our minds focused on food, where it comes from, the seasons, the geography, the different cultures, and really outsmart big food, fast food, and junk food by knowing everything there is to know about where real food comes from and how to use it to thrive and enjoy all of your food experiences. All right. We will see you over in desserts. We're going to wrap up with desserts. We'll see you there.